Hello and welcome to our game Outbreak. Outbreak is a top-down 2D shooter with a universal design which appeals to a wide target audience. It is inspired by games like Space Invaders and Zombieville USA. We have focused on two game modes, one which is story-based and one which is survival-based. The story-based mode is a campaign with set levels and a set end. The survival mode, Horde, is a never-ending game which increases in difficulty over time. In this game we focus on player progression. This is done through the leveling system and our story mode. To start for the game, we started out creating sketches and other types of initial ideas. This then became a work in progress as we decided that our initial sketches and ideas were too harsh and did not fit our target audience. Our target audience is set for casual and also younger gamers. This is due to the simple game mechanics and easy to follow story. So, from the initial sketches and our progression throughout the design, we now have a finished and refined design which reflects our target audience and is also a lot simpler for them to follow and understand. This was later confirmed through testing as the users who tested the game agreed with what we had said. As for the UI, the bold buttons and text make navigation easy. As for the in-game design, we have used health bars, XP, and also in the survival mode we have used a health for the town so the user can understand how the game functions. As for the sounds in our game, we have used single-second clips from free sounds which have allowed us to enhance the game and give feedback to the player. For example, when the player takes damage, you can hear the character shout in pain. We have also added visual particle systems. This is shown when a zombie is killed or when you collect a power-up. In the creation of this game, we started from scratch, but kept mobile development in mind for the future. The first thing that we added was a story mode. We tell the story through cutscenes, and each level increases in difficulty. We increase the difficulty by using different types of zombies and increasing their spawn rates. We use the same script for both zombies, however we change variables such as damage, health and speed. We also included a boss zombie, which can shoot back at the player. However, for this, we had to use a separate script as he used more functions. These functions include shooting and moving in different directions. To allow the player to keep up with the zombies, we introduced a leveling system. Every time the player completes a level or kills a zombie, they are rewarded with experience points. Once the player has enough experience points, they will level up. When you level up, you are then rewarded with an upgrade token. This upgrade token can then be spent to increase your damage or your health. We keep hold of the player's stats using an instance of the class player stats. Next is Horde mode. First of all, you select your difficulty, which will change the health of your town that you're protecting, increase or decrease the spawn rate, and increase or decrease the amount of zombies that spawn to complete the wave. We introduce power-ups, one which increases damage for 3 seconds, one that gives you an extra upgrade token, and one that gives you all your health back. As for improvements in our game, we would want a more customizable aesthetics for the player, background and bullets, as well as a more intuitive UI. Throughout the game, we started to use MVC architecture throughout the code. However, we felt we could implement it more widely. So by splitting the player into a model class and a controller class, made for more efficient and reusable code. However, we could have further implemented this through the zombies and the boss. Late in development, we started to learn how to use static classes. If we could have implemented this throughout the whole code base, the code would be much more readable and efficient. Unfortunately for us, we ran out of time. Another improvement we thought of was to have overlays instead of scenes, as we have a lot of scenes. Thank you for playing our game.